Hey guys, hope you're well. So about the origami with the Kalita wave filters. We're going to have a quick conversation about this, and then we're also going to brew up coffee and talk more about that. So welcome. Depending on where you're watching this from, it might be on TikTok Live or YouTube recorded afterwards. Hey guys, welcome. Alright, so as you know, this is the Origami Dripper. This is the matte one, and it's also the smaller size. The smaller size is capable of brewing 1 to 2 cups. They will also require you to use the 155 Kalita wave filters or the 01 size Hario or any other conical dripper filters. You can also get the origami drippers. We have them online. The M size, which is the 1 to 4 cup size for the origami dripper, and that's available in that's compatible with the 185 Kalita wave filters or the 02 size Hario V60 paper filters. And I've actually got one just under here. So this is the 02 size. This is the medium size. And as you can see next to the small size, there is a small difference between the two sizes, but it's not a crazy huge difference. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. We're talking about just pop the larger one away and the larger filters, because we're going to be brewing with the small 155 filters. Sweet. Alright, so I'm just going to fill up my kettle real quick. Welcome guys. If you have any questions at all or anything, feel free to drop it down below. We're just making a quick coffee. Going to turn the kettle on. My water's going to be at 95, 96. Now would be a good chance to very quickly give my grinder a clean. Just going to use the Comandante MK4 and just a little brush. And I'm not going to be too pedantic. I just want to it's been a little while, so I'm just going to do a quick clean. So I'm just cleaning the inside here. Thank you for the stickers. I'm not sure what they are. Alright, and the little grinds catch just here. Oh, I got a rose. There we go. Sweet. Just the insides. While my water's boiling, that way I can get a really good quality consistent grind. And we're going to weigh out our dose, which I'll show you how to do. Pop that all to the side there. Alright, so this is my little dosing cup. It's actually a Comandante jar. This is the glass one. I like using the glass ones because they're not as sticky, whereas the BPA free material is a little bit sticky. Alright, so coffee. This is Tinman, that's the roaster. Colombia, that's where it's from. Buenos Aires, Red Bourbon, 600-hour fermentation. Yeah, fancy stuff. My friends over at, I believe it's Tribu Australia. I think they own that farm. So, oops, sorry. So yeah, that was pretty cool to see someone who actually their family grew the coffee beans, and then my other mate over at Tinman Coffee went ahead and roasted that coffee. So yeah, it's pretty cool to see that happen, and to be able to purchase that as well. Alright, so I know I'm already on 20 clicks, so I'm just going to adjust that a touch coarser. I'm actually just going to go 22. So 22 clicks on the Comandante, so still relatively pretty fine, but nothing too Nothing too espresso crazy, nothing like that. Alright. And just double checking, cool, 15 grams, a little bit over. Pop that there. Not sure if you can see that or not. And let's grind away. Do we have any questions? If you're enjoying this live stream, feel free. I believe there's a sharing function that you can go ahead and do. Ooh, someone commented, ooh. Yeah, fancy coffee. So this coffee, 600-hour fermentation. It's relatively high. You get a couple 100-hour, 120, 200, 400, 600 is probably on the higher end of things. I don't think I've had anything higher than a 600-hour ferment. And it was an anaerobic washed, I believe. I'll have to double check. I don't have the bag with me. But yeah, 15 grams, fairly relatively high fermentation. That's just finishing up now with the grinding. So we're going to put our paper filter in. Now I haven't brewed the Kalita wave filters for this coffee, so I'm not too sure how quickly the drawdown will be, whether it'll choke up. But we're still going to do our same old pour. Put that away. Alright, so pre-wet and preheat filters. Just try to assist it so it's all hugging the Origami Dripper. There we go. So as you can see, I'm just kind of fixing it up now before I've put any of my coffee in. Just going to place this over here, and I'm going to use this water to that I've just run through the filter to actually preheat my drinking cup. Just good practice, so that way it's preheated, and from the coffee that I've had last time, it's going to remove anything that's left over. That's cool. Who commented that's cool? It is cool. Sweet. I'm just going to move all of this over. If you have any questions about the coffee, the gear, anything at all, the brew, this has been ground. It smells really good. Not sure how well you can see that. Little bit of chaff, nothing too crazy, and it is still relatively quite fine. Alright, let's just double check that our dose. Cool. Bit over. I prefer it to be a little bit over. And if I have an odd dose, I'll always just take a little bit out. Get rid of that. Put it on the pot plants or something. Alright, I'm going to flatten out my bed. I'm not going to make a divot because it's a flat bottom brewer. And we're going to go in. So our water's at 95, 15 grams. So we're going to start off with 50 grams slowly from the center and working our way outwards. Sweet. And we're going to give it a little shake. My water's been sitting in my cup. I'm just going to tip that out. So it's ready to have some coffee in it. Guys, any questions? Feel free to ask. Alright, we're at the 30-second mark, a little bit over, and our first pour, going to bring it all the way up to 100. I love how someone commented, wait, I'll be back. My friend, I have started brewing coffee. The coffee does not wait. Alright. And at about a minute, I'm going to go in for our third pour. I'm trying to keep my pour very consistent at the same height with the draw down. Sorry, with the same height, with the same amount of flow. And he's back. Who's back? You're back. Cool, man. What coffee are you having, my friend? Alright, now that that's drawn down, I'm going to continue. Bring it up to 200. There we go. So based off this already, it's a flat bottom. It should be going a little bit slower. So next time, I'll just make a little mental note that I can actually go on 20 clicks. So I'll just go a little bit finer. Of course, I'm going to taste it, see how it goes, but I can pretty much tell just from the way that this is drawing down relatively quickly, that next time I brew this coffee, if I choose to brew it this way, I will go a little bit finer. And yeah, I am definitely going to need to taste the coffee before I make that definitive decision, but I plan on tasting it anyways. Sweet. Cool. 2 minutes 27. And I'll call it. There we go. Now I'm going to taste this coffee as well. See how it goes. I'll weigh out my yield. It might be about, I think, 216, 215. 213. Close. Alright, we're just going to wait for that to cool down. And yeah. Any questions about the coffee, the setup, the gear, anything at all? He's back. How's it going, man? Alright. Welcome. We've still got some people coming in. How's it going, guys? Good. Great. What coffee are we having? Are we having coffee? Is it coffee time in the world, wherever you are in the world? It's always coffee time. Someone's giving me little roses. It's pretty cute. I don't know what that's about. Alright. Now I have had this coffee before. I did a little bit differently. And for 600-hour ferment, you'd expect it to be really winey and boozy, but it's not. It's quite mellow, calm, and but it definitely does carry through a lot of the fermentation flavors, like the rum, the raisins, all that sort of stuff. Aroma's nice. It's still pretty tame. It's nothing too intense. It's not like an alcoholic beverage with some. I think even I've had a couple like 200-hour ferment, and just based on the way they've done it or whatever's going on, it's just so intense. It's literally like alcoholic. So something like this, it's 600 hours. It's still very tame. Bit too hot to try, but yeah, there we go. All right. Just going to take my Kalita filter out and empty out the grounds. Give it a quick little clean, sort of an intermittent clean. Have you guys ever had any fermented coffees before? Carbonic macerated, anaerobic fermented? Anything like that? With air, without air? Aren't too talkative today. That's alright. Let's give this coffee a try. Nice. Definitely a lot more winier than I had at the last time. It's just, yeah, last time it was a little bit more tame than this time. So I think because I've used the Origami, and it's had more contact time when it was brewing compared to a conical filter where it just went straight through. It was, yeah, this definitely carries a lot more body and texture in the cup, and a lot more of that winey characteristics. The ferment has come through for sure. All right, we got a question. Where did you get this set thing? What set thing? I've got the Origami. We sell these, so we sell the Origami Drippers. Currently, we've just got the small thing. Set thing is in the whole kit, because we stock the Akaya pearls, the glass, Tinman glass servers. Then we've got the Origami Drippers, the fellow EKG kettle, origami sensory cups. We don't have in stock, but we will soon. These are really cool for tasting coffee. I think that answers your question. I'm not too sure. We've got the Hario V60 server. That's the O1 size, and then we've also got a regular O2 server next to it as well. So yeah, good little side comparison, if you can tell. So this is my obviously you just saw this is what I brewed with, but then that's where I dump my wastewater. So yeah, origami is really cool. Just brewing with that, it's really versatile in that sense. You can use both filters, which I've covered a bit. Probably the cons, because there are some cons, just like everything. Cons with the Origami Dripper is that it is made from a lightweight Minonyaki ceramic porcelain. I think I said that right. And what that means is it is a little bit fragile, just like anything that's ceramic or anything. But yeah, if you're purchasing one of these, you definitely want to keep in mind that it's not going to be suitable for travel. Yeah, but you know what? I think that goes without saying. Depending on the size, if you're using the O2 or the M size dripper, you might find that when you're pouring, if you're doing smaller doses, when you're pouring, you catch onto these little nooks. It can be a little bit annoying, but that just depends on the size of the dripper that you're using, as well as your technique. So yeah. Besides that, they're an awesome brewer, really versatile to have on hand. Yeah, if you don't have one, find one. They're really cool. Alright, so yeah, definitely has a lot more fruity flavors coming through. It's still very hot, not piping, but it's really good. Really hot, high temp, so it is hard to get a lot of those flavors that will come through later on. But guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope I answered all your questions. If you're watching this on YouTube later on and you have any other questions, consider subscribing or drop a comment down below, and yeah, we'll get to it shortly. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time, guys. Ciao.